The Silk Road focused mainly on luxury items like gunpowder and paper that traveled across the Silk Road during the post-classical era. On the downside, an epidemic called the Black Death diffused into Asia, which killed half the population. This network was transformed through cultural and political means. For example, the rise of the Abbasid Caliphate restored trade along this road. A law which was to protect merchants along this route, called the Sharia law, was established and taken advantage of by Christian and Jewish merchants. The Mongol Empire was able to thrive due to the Silk Road. They defeated the Abbasid Caliphate in 1258, who started the Mongol Code of Law, which imposed harsh punishments to those that disturbed the trading system. The Indian Ocean trade was another trade that was significant during this time period. This trade had a few continuities that existed since 600 BCE, like the monsoon winds, which were advantageous to many port cities on the edge of the Indian Ocean. The Indian Ocean trade focused on trading bulky items like timber and ivory, though not much has changed. The Indian Ocean trade experienced much improvement. One example of this is the increase of volume that began to trade. More civilizations started to participate in this trade route. A few civilizations that were involved were the Muslim city-states near the Swahili coast and Srivijaya, a Buddhist kingdom. The Muslim city-states established the exchanging of gold, ivory, and other exotic animals. On the contrary, Srivijaya thrived on the spice trade. The availability of trading more voluminous items were due to the new marine technologies, with innovations like the compass, the junks, the dhow, and the astrolabe aiding in the expansion of these trade routes and the efficiency of trading items. The trans-Saharan trade route that was created during the Classical Age became enormously important. The Muslims who originated in North Africa restored this trading route with the trade of gold, salt, and other goods. Due to this trade, empires were able to develop in the Sahara Desert, with Muslims spreading to Africa and on the trans-Saharan trade route. The exchange of luxury goods began to increase due to its fall with the decline of Eurasian civilizations. Luxury goods have no purpose in helping someone survive, but do establish some wealth. The improvement of production techniques, transportation innovations, and other improvements led to the acceleration of the desire of luxury goods. Porcelain, silk, and a variety of spices were a few primary luxury goods during this time. Porcelain was standardized during the Tang Dynasty and diffused into northern China, while silk was still a monopoly controlled by China, especially during the Sui and Tang dynasties. It was a symbol of elites and was worn only by scholar bureaucrats. Spices like saffron were an element of luxury, along with black peppers. Due to the rocketing importance of luxury items, many modifications happened. This includes the caravanserai, the compass, and the astrolabe. With improvement of trade, a new economic system was established. A document called Flying Cash was created by China and allowed merchants to pay for goods without having to carry coins and use credits. The Arabs developed a method called the bills of exchange, which allowed merchants to buy goods without having to carry around coins or any medium to purchase. It can be seen as a checking system where the merchants can hold their wealth at banking houses. Many states participated in building projects to increase trade. One example would be the Grand Canal in China. This canal connected many small canals and lakes to allow goods to be transported from the Yangtze River region to Beijing. The North now had a strong border and more power could be subject to the South, which was essential during the Sui dynasty. Eventually, all good things come to an end, and because the large amount of resources and labor needed to have the Grand Canal made the Grand Canal expendable, the Sui dynasty weakened. Individual cities decided to form a trade agreement called the Hanseatic League. This alliance included cities from London to Novgorod, Russia. This league was to protect trade within each member and acted like a court system to settle disputes. In the Classical Age, the empires encouraged and partook in trade and brought land and new individuals under their financial administration. These are extraordinary cases of the effect of state expanding on systems of correspondence and trade.
Created using Powtoon.